Hello world, it's Godzilla with you once again. Now, of course, it's here. It's the big weekend. Godzilla, King of the Monsters is out. But there's some other things that have just come out that I wanna do some quick reactions to. And I wanna tell you guys about the new Godzilla vs. Neon Genesis Evangelion trailer that just came out. That's right. We're gonna do a reaction to this right now. Toho and the owners of Neon Genesis Evangelion have been doing a franchise merchandise crossover thing for some time now. And they've had like toys and shirts and all kinds of other merch. They've put out this trailer for this, and we're gonna go over it some more. So we'll have to see what this is all about, okay? So let's get right into this reaction.
Surging up from the depths of the sea on a tidal wave of terror to wreak vengeance on mankind. A gigantic beast, cavalcade of electrifying horror.
Got the trailer pulled up right here. So let's do it. Now it's all in Japanese, and I want to thank Matt Frank, as always, courtesy of him through Facebook. I saw this, so let's do this. Hey, Shin Godzilla. Oh, okay. Real 4D. Godzilla vs. Evangelion, the real 4D. So, yes, from what I understand, it's some kind of 4D experience ride thing at Universal Studios Japan. And I apologize already in advance because I don't know that much about NGE. I think I've seen a few episodes. But I do know that that was like Eva 1 and 2 fighting him. It was the purple one and the red one, okay? That was fighting him. And we've had different 4D experiences, that's what they call them now, at Universal Studios Japan. There was one also where like Shin Godzilla was attacking a city and you had to like fight him. So they've been doing this whole interactive thing in Japan for quite a few years now, which is really cool. I'd love to see them at Universal Studios in America or somewhere else, but they've been doing this in Japan for quite a few years now. In fact, back in the 90s, they had like an interactive experience thing. Or no, I don't think it was interactive, but it was like a ride where they actually shot footage for it. And it was like a Monster Island ride thing. It was in the 90s. There's some footage of it online. Like, I've been to Universal Studios and all, and I really enjoyed Jurassic Park the ride and like the Mummy ride and all those other ones. Those are cool. I remember when there was King Kong. I didn't see the new 3D one, but I saw the old school one. It was like a big suit. Not a big animatronic King Kong shaking the little motor tram thing that goes through the whole park. So I remember that. But if I'd gotten to see this, oh man, that would have been amazing. I'm not even a real big, again, I've said again and again on this channel, I'm not the biggest anime fan, but this is just a cool crossover, I think. Once this ride experience thing comes out, people who go hopefully post videos about it, and maybe eventually, you know, we'll hear about it and we'll get more information about it. People have posted footage of the other like interactive Shin Godzilla rides. So we've got to see what they look like, which is pretty cool. But the other big thing to accompany this is actually the fact that we're getting a King Ghidorah in this ride as well. And so I'm not sure if this is just exclusive to this ride or something, but also a figure is coming out now as well, and we're calling it now Shin Ghidorah, but they've made like a figure for it. So, and there's even an image of it here. I've got an image of it with the Shin Godzilla figure. So, I mean, this looks like an actual figure from Bandai. And then we have an image of him, I'm assuming, in the actual interactive 4D experience ride thing. So, I mean, that's pretty cool as well. Now we have Shin Ghidorah Now, I don't know if Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, and Shin Ghidorah are going to exist at the same time, or Shin Godzilla will be defeated. But if you've seen Shin Godzilla, you know that he can evolve, so maybe he evolves into Shin Ghidorah, which would be really weird. But that isn't outside the realm of possibility, because Shin Godzilla was kind of a very weird take on Godzilla, so it makes sense. But really cool, and there's even a figure. Man, it is a great year for King Ghidorah, because he's gotten in, well, technically Planet Eater came out last year, but pretty much this year. Planet Eater, then King of the Monsters, and now Universal's Godzilla vs. Evangelion, he's even in it. And if you've seen my latest video, you know I have a new King Ghidorah as well. And so, you know, I prefer that one, but this one's pretty nice. And unlike Planet Eater, it's actually one entire body, not 3 heads floating through wormholes. But anyway, but from the image from this image here, it looks pretty detailed, but also very much looks like CGI. So I have no idea. I mean, the pity with this is like, we're only ever gonna probably, unless you go and actually experience this, you're only gonna see footage from people who go and see it, if they can even film while they're in there. And so it's not the same, you know, these things are meant to be experienced. You know, and so maybe like the image doesn't look that great, but like when you're in there and it's 4D and there's like moving, I'm assuming there's moving chairs and other stuff too, or sounds and lights, and it's super cool. I mean, I remember the Star Tours at Disneyland. I mean, like looking back, the graphics aren't very good, but the chairs were moving and the sound and everything, and it was amazing, and you were totally into it. And so that's the whole thing. It's a ride, it's an experience. So like, of course the graphics and stuff doesn't have to be amazing because it's a ride, but that's the pity, because it's like, well, I want to just go on the ride. So yeah, may hope one day, you know, I'll go to Universal Studios Japan. Donate to my Patreon so I can go to Universal Studios Japan, guys. I'm joking, no. I mean, sure, if you want to, please go ahead, but one day, that would be cool. Maybe a bunch of Godzilla YouTubers could go to Universal Studios Japan, because they are killing it with these attractions, right? They keep making more new ones. And I don't think they're gonna stop, so like maybe if King of the Monsters is well enough, maybe they'll bring some of these to Universal Studios in America. They'll bring like a Monsterverse 4D experience, you know, with like Godzilla and King Ghidorah and even Kong. That would be awesome. So fingers crossed that we get that in the future. And so that's it for the Godzilla vs. Evangelion 4D experience and the new Ghidorah that I want to talk about. But I did want to kind of come back to Kong. There was a licensing expos where they kind of like unveil some information about a movie and everything, and some of the first poster or logos or something. Usually very simple things, not much. So they released the first official image logo poster thing for Godzilla vs. Kong, which is an image of both Godzilla and Kong. And of course, it's artwork. Obviously, it's not an official like image from the movie, but it's the official artwork, and it has already an official tagline, "One will fall." And it does have Godzilla facing off directly against Kong, and Kong looks to be very similar in size to him, or at least able to really get up close to him. So yeah, this is like some Batman versus Superman or Captain America Civil War level stuff right now. But that is super cool. And again, it's just artwork, it's just a concept, it's just to kind of like get the marketing and press started, but it's not an actual image from the movie. It's not even an official poster. It's not even a teaser poster, right? So we can't get that excited. But it is cool to see that Kong is up in his face against Godzilla. And, you know, people are going to start already like estimating like how big is Kong versus how big, versus Godzilla, like trying to calculate the size based on this and stuff like that. And I'm like, again, it's just artwork. We have no idea what he'll actually look like. Let's wait for a poster or the actual trailer. Probably the trailer that will drop at Comic-Con will give us like way better view of what Kong actually will look like. And for all the people that said that, like, oh, Kong is going to be super tiny and stuff. I mean, here, even if he is like still shorter than Godzilla, he's still pretty big up against Godzilla. You know, he's not that much smaller than him. So they're trying to basically show people that Kong is going to be huge, which is for some reason been this huge scandal that Kong has to be massive in order to face Godzilla. And people are like, but that's not possible. How can Kong be so big? As if like a giant dragon and a giant moth and a giant flying reptile and a giant fire-breathing lizard is like fine, but a gigantic gorilla is implausible somehow. I don't understand why. Maybe it's because Kong is a gorilla. He's not really a gorilla, but he looks like a gorilla, so people think, oh, he's more realistic. He's realistic size. Or people think the original Kongs weren't that tall, except King Kong versus Godzilla. And it's like, they can make Kong how big they want, and I don't understand why people find it so realistic when they're like, okay, Godzilla, you know, King Ghidorah can be massive, way bigger than Godzilla, and but Kong being huge is like kind of weird. Another question, it doesn't make sense. How is he supposed to get so big? So I'm just excited. I'm excited for this movie, and I'm really excited for the teaser trailer that's going to drop soon. But obviously, we're still in King of the Monsters mode, right? So, you know, that's really the big thing right now. But anyway, that's it for this video. To all of you going to see King of the Monsters, have fun, go check it out. Try and not drop so many spoilers for the rest of us that have to wait. You know, as always, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
I'm